When we first start as a Forever partner, one of the most important things to understand is how we begin to make money. And all the people who've made full-time incomes from Forever, whether they've achieved it by building up to it on a part-time basis or whether they've gone into it full-time straight away, are people who've understood the importance of the manager position. And we need to be focused on getting to manager, building a manager business, because that's the position that's going to give us the long-term financial security. How we get to manager, the detail of which is in your First Steps to Manager manual. This comes with your pack, your product evaluation pack, new distributor pack, or you can buy it independently directly from the order line, or you can actually download and print it for free if you want to do that. I prefer to always use the one that comes with the pack. What I'm going to do now is take you through the pages in this which go through the steps to getting to manager, so that you can understand not only how you progress to manager, but also how you earn income on the way, because there's a real myth in our business that the income only comes further down the line. That's just not true. You can be earning income right from day one with Forever's marketing plan. So I'm going to take you through the manual. If you look in here, you'll see a section on First Steps to Manager and on what's called the opportunity. You can see here, this has got all my notes on. I'd encourage you to do the same with yours, to write notes as you're watching this video so that you can get an idea of how it works. First of all, let me introduce you to a few bits of jargon. Forever measures the quantity of products that move from its warehouse into the hands and homes of consumers according to its own point system. And this is because it's an international business, and it's important that it's a level playing field around the world. So it has a point system for all the products. It calls these points case credits. Every product has its own case credit value. So for example, a Forever Freedom has a case credit value of 0.125. That's the drinking gel with the blue bottle. Tooth gel has a case credit value of 0.028. The gel, the yellow gel, the most popular product around the world, has a case credit value of 0.091. And every item has its own case credit value. And whenever you place a wholesale order, all the case credit values of all the individual products in that order are added together, and that gives you the total case credit value of that order. And then at the end of the month, all the orders that you've placed are added together so that the case credit value of all your orders is added together, which gives you your total case credits for the month. And at the same time, once you've started to get a team, the case credit value of all the people in your team gets added together to give you your team case credits. So you have your personal case credits, which is the accumulation of your own personal orders in that month, and your team case credits, which is adding up all the team totals for their own case credits. That gives you your team case credits. Each individual country obviously has a different financial value for its case credits. If you're in Europe or Ireland, then it's in euros. If it's in the States, it's in US dollars, whatever the local currency is. So you'll need to, if you're watching this video from somewhere outside the UK, you'll need to know what a case credit is worth in your country. But in the UK, one case credit is worth £235 at retail value. That's what the customer pays you for a case credit's worth of products. And at wholesale value, £165. That's the price you pay for the products with the 30% discount. You will get additional discounts on that depending on the position in the marketing plan you are, and I'm going to go through those now. So first of all, everybody, when they join Forever, they go through a phase as a Novus customer. Some people decide to stay as a Novus customer for a long time. In fact, some people decide to stay as a Novus customer forever. They get a 15% discount, and that's all they're looking for. That's fine. But most of us who join in order to be a partner, to make some money, to build a business, we want to get through that stage as quickly as possible. Now, we get through that stage by accumulating 2 case credits worth of product. You can do this over only 2 months, but what most of us choose to do is do it all with our very first order. However, that's not the only way of doing it. Several ways of doing it. Fill in the application, put in a wholesale order for any mixed products, as long as this is an order which exceeds £100 in value in the UK, various other denominations, maybe €100 in Europe, or depends where you are in the world. But in the UK, it's £100. Then you get in as a Novus customer, and then as your orders accumulate, your future orders, you can get to the position of assistant supervisor, which is the first business development position in the marketing plan. What most of us do, though, is get what's called variously a Touch of Forever combination pack, a new distributor pack, a product evaluation pack, or a business owner box. Depending on where you are in the world, these are the various terms for this item. It's all the same pack, because what it gives us is 2 case credits worth of product, but in the UK we get that for £199.75, which is a substantial discount on ordering all of that 2 case credits worth of product as loose product orders. And so that gets us through the position of Novus customer and to the first most important position in the marketing plan, that of assistant supervisor, because it's as an assistant supervisor we can start profiting because we get a 30% discount plus a 5% bonus. Let me go through now the detail of how we move through the marketing plan. So the important thing, first of all, is to see this page here. This is the first page of your in your manual, which covers 2 steps. One is getting to manager, but before that is getting to supervisor, which is the basic building block of getting to manager. The first thing to observe is that we get, as an assistant supervisor, a total discount on the value of the products we order of 35%. That's the initial 30% wholesale retail discount and a further 5% bonus. At the moment, this 5% bonus is paid back to us in our bonus check, but in a month's time, this further discount is going to be given at the point of purchase. So we'll get a total discount of 35%. What this means is, if we buy an aloe vera gel and a customer buys it from us, you pay £14.06, but your retail customer pays you £21.62, giving you a profit margin of £7.56. Another example would be the RG. I'm just giving you a couple of examples here of products. The retail value is £52.31, but you pay, because of your 35% discount, £34 and a penny, which means that you make a profit of £18.30. A Clean 9. If you retail a Clean 9 pack, the retail price of the Clean 9 is £108.95, but you pay £70.82, giving you a profit of £38.13. This is the same profit margin for all the products that you purchase and your customers purchase from you. So when these are all added together, you will make, for each case credit that you retail, total profit margin of £82. I would make a note of that, because I want to show you a little later on how this compares as you move through the plan. But you also get a profit when somebody joins as an assistant supervisor, because in order for them to move from Novus customer to assistant supervisor, they are purchasing some product. And so that product movement generates a profit for you, and you make £39 for every assistant supervisor that you sponsor. A couple of examples I'm going to give you now. This example, let's say you retail 2 case credits worth of product, and many people retail 6, 8, 10 case credits worth of product. So retailing 2 case credits is quite modest activity, and you sponsor 4 assistant supervisors in a month. So this is, when you get started, just 1 person a week joining your business. And if you follow the plan on how to get the word out, then you could quite comfortably be attracting 4 people a month, 1 person a week into your business in this way. And of course, as they join, you get the new distributor bonus. So you get £39 for each of those. It gives you a total profit and bonus of £320. Another example, you retail 4 case credits, a little bit more. So you're making £328 in profit there. You sponsor 3 assistant supervisors, £117. So your total profit and bonus in this example, £445. Further example, just to give you the idea, let's say you retail 4 case credits, £328. You sponsor 4 assistant supervisors, £156. Your total profit and bonus is £484. So my point here is that you can be making nearly £500 in profit in your very first month from a box that cost you just £200 to get started. So I think when people say, oh, doesn't it take ages to start making money in this kind of business, you've got your answer there. The answer is no, you can start making money immediately as long as you start doing the right things and putting the plan into action. So now we move along to the next position in the marketing plan, and that is supervisor. So in order to qualify as supervisor, you and the people who've joined you, the collective number of case credits for each of you for that month needs to add up, and this is over any 2 consecutive months, to 25 case credits. So that could be 25 case credits in one month, but it could be 10 one month, 15 the next. And that's quite typically the way it's done, in fact. So as a supervisor, you now get the same wholesale retail profit margin, 30%, but you also get an 8% bonus. So it gives you your total bonus of 38%, which is total discount of 38%. You make £89 for each case credit that you retail. You remember, as an assistant supervisor, you made £82 for every case credit that you retail. And this means that you've got a pay rise immediately. You also get a £45 bonus for every new assistant supervisor that you personally sponsor into the business. And now you get a team leading bonus. And the team leading bonus is really easy to calculate. It's the difference between the bonus you're entitled to, in this case 8%, and the bonus your team member is entitled to. And if these are assistant supervisors, they're entitled to 5%, you'll remember from a few slides ago. And that means that you get the difference, which is 3%, shown on the diagram here. In financial terms, this means that for every assistant supervisor in your team who does 4 case credits, and we've already seen that assistant supervisors can do considerably more than that, but for everyone that does 4 case credits, you will be making an additional £23. So here's an example. Let's say, because of your activity, you sponsor 3 assistant supervisors and you retail 2 case credits. So 3 assistant supervisors, £135. You retail 2 case credits, £178. And you've got 2 assistant supervisors in your team who are doing 4 case credits each. That's another £46. So your total profit and bonus on this example, £359. If you look in your manual, you will notice just underneath where the supervisor is, you'll notice that it gives a typical earnings of £250 a month. All these figures are very much on the conservative side in my experience. And you can see here with this kind of activity that you can well exceed the £250 mark. The next position is assistant manager. And an assistant manager, to achieve the position of assistant manager, we need to turn over, you and your team need to turn over 75 case credits over any 2 consecutive months. Now, you'll remember that to become a supervisor, you needed to turn over 25 case credits over any 2 consecutive months. So if you have 3 people in your team going for supervisor, those 3 lots of 25 will give you and your team 75 case credits, gets you to the position of assistant manager. As an assistant manager, you get a 43% discount. So you get 30% plus 13%, gives you total 43% discount, which means that now you make £101 for every case credit that you retail. Remember, as an assistant supervisor, you're making £82. As a supervisor, £89. Now you've had another pay rise, £101 for exactly the same work, for looking after exactly the same customers. It's just that you progress through the marketing plan in order to do that. You also get now £54 for every assistant supervisor that you sponsor. And for every assistant supervisor in your team who does 4 case credits, you're going to be making £62 now. So this is a significant increase on the previous bonuses. Also, you've got some supervisor teams. So for every supervisor group who does 15 case credits. Now that's not just the person you introduced, that's the person you introduced and their team who are doing this 15 case credits. Then you can expect an additional £146 on your bonus statement. So here's another example of what you could earn. So you sponsor 2 assistant supervisors, £108. You retail 2 case credits, £202. You have 2 assistant supervisors who are doing 4 case credits, £124. 2 supervisor groups in your team doing 15 case credits each, an additional £292. So your total profit and bonus as an assistant manager is now £726, and you'll see in the manual a typical earnings they suggest is £600. From this example, you can see your earnings can be significantly more than that if you do the right activity, and the rest of the planning manual is all about putting that right activity in place. And then we get to the position of manager. The final position in this part of the marketing plan is that pivotal position of manager. In order to qualify as a manager, you and your team need to turn over 120 case credits over any 2 consecutive months. So this is a rolling 2 consecutive months. Typically it would be maybe 50 one month and 70 the next, but there's no reason why you couldn't do 120 all in one month. Many people have. Now your total discount is 48%. Total discount of 48% because it's the 30% wholesale retail profit margin and the 18% personal bonus. You now make £112 for every case credit that you personally retail. You also get the bonus for assistant supervisors of £64 for every assistant supervisor that you personally introduce into the business. £101 for every assistant supervisor who does 4 case credits. £293 for every supervisor group that does 15 case credits. And now you've got some assistant managers as well. So for every assistant manager group who does 45 case credits, which is kind of the typical base level for an assistant manager, you can expect an additional £440. So have a look at this example. If you sponsor 2 assistant supervisors, £128. You retail 2 case credits, £224. You've got 3 assistant supervisors who are doing 4 case credits each. These are from the people that you sponsored in the previous months, doing £303. You've got 2 people that you sponsored a few months ago, a couple of months ago perhaps, who are now supervisors doing 15 case credits. You make £586 there. And for 1 assistant manager at the 45 case credit level, this is quite possibly the first person you introduced or one of the first few you introduced, you get an additional £440. So your total profit and bonus as a brand new manager is £1,681 in this example. Again, you'll see £800 to £2,000 in the manual, and this gives you some idea of how that actually works. Of course, from the position of manager, then it's a question of helping those people who've already joined you, who are themselves beginning to move through the marketing plan, duplicate what you've done, and themselves get to manager. And that's the topic of my next video about how to make the marketing plan work for you.